to celebrate Earth Day. Our table, we're representing the Friends of the Air Senior Center today. We're building a new senior center down the road on McPherson. And we're here to talk about some of the pollinator gardens that we're proposing putting in when the building is built. And so there's a lot of informational materials here showing what kind of plants are suitable for the local environment and the soil conditions down the street. Also, we have some informational pamphlets for people to take home with them, to give them more information about the senior center and to open up our capital campaign for fundraising. And so if they're interested in taking those pamphlets home and reading, that would be really wonderful. And also, we are also just displaying some nature-related information, including bats, information on bats and birds. We're giving bat kits out to kids to build the bat boxes to put up in their backyards. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today.
Sure. Bill Brookings with the Neshoba Associated Boards of Health, which is a 16-town health district main office in Air, and we're here today to kind of share some information on ticks and mosquitoes, because it's that time of year. We have tick removers and how to use them, examples of different repellents, and some information on the district itself.
Hi, my name is Jessica. I'm from Commonwealth Fusion Systems. At Commonwealth Fusion Systems, I work on community relations and local government affairs, and we're excited to be part of the Devens Enterprise Commission's Earth Day today to tell people about a new form of clean energy that we're working on in Devens.
So I'm Scott. I'm from the Featherhead Foundation, and today, sorry about that, we are here giving bird walks out today. So we plan on taking out different community members and doing a short walk so we can observe the different bird species that we have around. We're doing this just to have fun, to enjoy it, and have a great time. We're going to walk up this way, see what we can find.
Go. You know? What? Yes. It's a good typing, but
While we're walking up, anyone have any questions about birds or anything like that right now?
What is your favorite bird?
My favorite bird? That's a great question. So currently my favorite bird would have to be the American bittern. Ooh. It is a marsh bird that hides in reeds. The reason why I like it is because one of its camouflage, and then two, its song is very unique. It sucks in wind and then it gulps it back out.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, we've been trying to touch it yet? What? Oh, we've been trying to touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, touch it.
So right now we are at the beginning of migration season. So we have birds that are coming from the south and from South America that are starting to move their way up. The first birds that we kind of start off with are red-winged blackbirds, and then killdeer, and then we start to move into the really cool passerine species like blue-gray gnatcatchers, pine warblers, palm warblers, and our goal is to hopefully spot some of that stuff today. So like right here, this is a bird that we should all know. We have a black-capped chickadee. It's fluttering up. It's the state bird of Massachusetts. It's also really, really cool. A lot of birds are tuned into them for their certain call notes. They'll have a certain call that alerts everybody around them that there's a predator nearby, and there are birders who can mimic this call. It's very, very simple. It's called pishing, and if you make that sound like a psh, 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 it'll actually draw a certain species in, and you can see them a little bit closer.
That's cool.
Something that I just learned recently. So chickadees, they have a call that literally is their name. They go chickadee dee 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 dee, and there was a research article that was recently published that for each D, it's kind of like a threat level, and the more Ds they produce, the higher the threat level. So if they come across an owl that they've been observed doing like 12 Ds, it's pretty interesting. That bird that's flying right there, that's teed up. So it's kind of hard to see because it's in some gray trees. in these like low gray trees right here at the top, kind of like hitting around like, let's say like 1 o'clock if you're thinking about a clock face. And I can, hopefully if this thing doesn't move, put the scope on it. Oh, it moved, and it moved. There it goes. Flying, 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 and now it's on this fence. So this is an eastern phoebe. This is one of the first migrants that we get. For some birders, it's like a telltale sign that spring migration is on its way. This is a flycatcher. It's the only flycatcher in its family that breeds up here. And it's very iconic. So if you can kind of see in the distance, it's pumping its tail. It's one of the only, it's actually like the only flycatcher that pumps its tail that much. It's giving us really, really good views.
Oh, it's actually cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it just
there it
flew
goes. So it's flying right, and now it's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
That's okay. So we kind of heard that tip note that it was doing. So that's a regular call note that it does. So they also have a full song where it's actually saying its name like Phoebe, and it's really buzzy and long sounding. So really, really cool that we got to get a good view on that. We're gonna keep going up, and there's a trail right over here that we're gonna walk along. As we go along, I'm keeping an eye out and an ear out. I can actually tell most species by their calls and songs before I actually see them. I don't know if anyone. Oh, what do we got? Oh, that. Looks like a mallet. Forget about it. That was a wood duck. I heard it screeching earlier. In this area, we have the National River Rail Trail, and going around bodies of water that have mixed habitat, like low growth, high growth, super, super great for birds. Get you a variety of different species. Gives you great opportunities to be able to observe a lot of different things that's migrating in. That's the river right there. We can take a pause here for a second. I'm gonna see if I hear anything or anything comes out. Although not a bird, you can come on over through this side. There's a little skinny one in the back. The tree with all the holes in it. So that particular tree, those holes are formed by what we call a pileated woodpecker. Super big woodpecker. They're about the size of crows, and they make holes like that. And those holes will later be used by different species that are cavity nesters, such as like screech owls, eastern bluebirds, and a couple of different other migrating birds that kind of come through. And anytime you see holes like that, it's because that tree is just filled with grubs and they're just looking to get in there. Make our way down a little bit further. Birding, as I said earlier, can be done at any time of year, and we have our species that kind of ebb and flow throughout the whole year, but we do get things that are storm-blown birds that kind of get pushed up from hurricanes and from other things, and it can kind of keep you on your toes and continue to make it fun. Alright, so I did hear a bird that was called a song sparrow. It did sing. I'm not hearing it again, but there's another chickadee. I'm going to do that pitching thing that I mentioned earlier. You know, it's a little bit awkward for some people, but I'm just going to do it, see what I can pull in, and then, yeah, maybe we'll find some goodies. So. That is a mourning dove. And for anyone that heard that sound, that's actually their wings that are making that sound. It's not them making any sound, it's their wings flapping. Nothing, huh? There are times where like right now, where nothing is gonna react, and there are other times where like everything happens. So that's a bummer. Yeah, it is very cold. It is late in the day. Another bird flying up top. That's one of our first migrants. That's the red-winged blackbird. If you go to any marsh area, you'll hear them screaming their heads off. Alright, so in the distance, I'm just still hearing that chickadee that's not responding, but we'll start making our way back and hopefully something else comes out. Yeah, that'll be fun. I know for a fact that there's certain species like long-eared owl that actually are on the base in the wintertime that unfortunately we don't get access to. And that's a really rare bird to find. While we're walking back, so I do have a table that's set up, and we call ourselves Featherhead Foundation. And currently what we're trying to do is we're trying to make the world better through birding. And our first initiative is coming up on May 16th. My friend Jacob and I will be walking the entire National River Rail Trail. We're going to be counting as many bird species that we can find along the way. The reason for that is because we're trying to raise funds for a group called the Polaris Project, whose aim it is to end human trafficking and support those who have been afflicted by it. And so we took on this initiative to really show that like we don't have to just be nature-based, and that we can kind of like tackle bigger world problems through our birding. So if anyone could kind of stop by our tent, pick up some information on that, we would love to be able to do that. And I can be happy to announce to everybody that that smell is brutal.
Yeah.
Gosh. Thank you guys so much for coming out on this trip. You guys went up like what, 2 species? Obviously it's very cold, very dark. What's that? Oh, we actually got on 4. Sorry, my bad. We got on 4. But thank you guys. Please feel free to check us out. We are looking for help with this first initiative. So it'd be great. Thank you guys.
All right, so good afternoon. My name is Christine Goulet. I'm the president of PACE, People of Air Concerned About the Environment. We have town meeting coming up on Monday, April 27th. Been working hard to banning rat poison in the state of Massachusetts, but particularly with my article, my citizen petition that is coming up for debate on town meeting next Monday, is to ask for support for the town of Air to ask for a home rule petition from the Commonwealth to be able to prohibit or restrict the application of second-generation rodenticides within our municipality. We would be joining over 20 other municipalities who have done so already in the state with the home rule petition. There are countless other municipalities who have already banned, including Air, on municipal property of these poisons. So it's just one more next step in helping the planet, the environment, our wildlife, the unintended wildlife that is being killed and poisoned, our pets, our children. It would be a great step of taking less poisons, having less poisons in our environment.
Good afternoon. I'm Beth Stidmeyer with the Devens Enterprise Commission. We're one of the sponsors of this, the 5th annual Earth Day Open Streets event on McPherson Road. I'm with the Devens Enterprise Commission, and we're partnering with the Town of Air and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to bring folks to the Oxbow National Wildlife Refuge and enjoy the beautiful scenery around the National River. We're really excited to partner and be able to host this event because it allows people to have safe access to the roadway and really enjoy everything that nature has to offer along this stretch of the river. We're also today sharing information about other things that are happening at Devens related to the upcoming farmers market, which will start on June 16th and be every other Tuesday throughout the summer and into October. We're featuring information about our nature-based solutions and how what we've done at Devens with the redevelopment of the former Fort Devens has worked with nature to create ecological refuges and resources in addition to the amazing redevelopment that you see when you drive by. There's a lot happening that you might not notice if you're passing through. You see a lot of the new buildings and construction happening, but there's a lot that has actually been constructed to help us work with nature and manage stormwater and help to cool the area with planting more trees and pocket forests and things like that. And right here on McPherson Road, we have our pollinator meadow, which we're highlighting today and providing information to folks about what they can do in their own landscapes to support ecosystems and plant more native plants. So there's a lot to learn, and much more can be found on the Devens Enterprise Commission's website. It's devensec.com, and you can check out our news and events for other events like this that you can come join and meet us and learn more. Thank you very much.
I'm Faith Salter, Executive Director of North County Land Trust. We are a land trust for North Central Massachusetts, Northern Worcester County. Our mission is to protect land and get people outdoors. So we offer something like 90 events every year that are free to the public across our region. We're always looking for folks to get involved with us, to volunteer with us, and come outdoors with us and learn about our properties. So if you want to learn more about North County Land Trust, you can go to northcountylandtrust.org.
Some happy little leaves.
Oh, you're doing like a Bob Ross thing?
Yes. And just beat the devil out of it.
Beat the devil out of it.